Hey there people, this is Shani back today with another video, and today I'm going back to my roots when I first started my channel back in I think 2015, something like that. But anywho, I am going to make some oatmeal coconut chocolate protein bars. Now I know that throughout the years, especially from back in the day, protein bars like Built Bar, Quest, and other great brands have captured our taste buds, right? To where they're not as chalky and not as gross. But sometimes it's good to get in the kitchen, do your thing, make as much as you want, play around with recipes. So today, that's what I'm going to do for you. So let's get started. First, let's preheat this oven because it's not going to take long for us to really get this together. Preheat the oven to 400 and I'm going to take these oats, and I like a combination of oats that are full oats and oats that are oat flour. So instead of going to buy oat flour, we really don't have to weigh this. We're just going to go ahead and put it in. We're going to weigh it after we put it in our ingredients. And then you have oat flour, so we're going to use this. Okay, so now we're going to add some whole oats or old-fashioned oats, about 40 grams. And we're going to add 40 grams of the oat flour that we just made in our NutriBullet. So next is, this is the dry ingredients. We got 2 tablespoons of coconut flour, all right, and then half a cup of stevia. Well, no, I use Splenda this time. Then we have a tablespoon of cacao and protein powder. This protein powder I really didn't like, but it was buy one get one free at the grocery store. So I'm going to use this all up. My favorite is Quest, but this one I just use 3 scoops, which is a serving here. And then now we're going to actually mix it all up. And that part of the video was cut out by mistake. My bad. So here, I beat 1 egg. And so what I wanted to do is, instead of just pouring the egg on top of it, I wanted just to beat the egg so I can pour the dry ingredients in the actual egg. So this 1 egg may not be enough to actually make this just a pliable ball. So we're going to add a couple of tablespoons of water toward the end once we mix everything in, okay? So let's just go ahead and mix that on up until we form the vision of our protein. So as you can see, it's coming together, and you might have to chop it up if you want to get your fingers dirty. Go ahead and put those fingers in there. So I just continued to chop it on up until it was mixed the way I wanted it to. Now, sometimes a little bit of residual will be there, so you can just pour that in or you can just discard it. As you can see, I just poured it in and just mixed it together in the rest of my ingredients, all right? Because I am counting macros and everything counts. All right, so now we're going to put that on our parchment paper. Now, I like to spray my parchment paper with a little bit of non-stick spray. You don't have to. But then I put it on here, flattened it out, and just carved the amount of protein bars that I wanted. It was a shallow carve. So here I did 6 squares. You can make them round. You can make them square. You can make them 3 long ones. Heck, you can just, this can be your whole serving. I don't recommend that. But the point of the matter is you can shape these protein bars into whatever shape you want. In the oven it goes. Now, I would recommend you let this cook for 4 minutes, and after the 4 minutes, check on it every minute after that up until 7 minutes, okay? All right, so out the oven it comes. So I let this sit in here for about 5 minutes, and it was the right texture for me. But keep in mind, we don't have a lot of uncooked ingredients, so I did pat it. It was a little soft, but keep in mind, once it cools down, it's going to be the hardness you want. So don't fret. So now we're going to put our topping. Now I love this Pillsbury 0 sugar topping. They have it in chocolate and vanilla, and I'm waiting on the German chocolate. I might try to figure out how to make that myself. Anywho, put about 1.5 tablespoons, which each tablespoon is about 50 calories. It's 0 sugar. It is guilt-free, all right? So let's put that on here, and we're gonna make, you can make this into a oatmeal cake. Listen, whatever you want, but this topping adds to the goodness of this recipe. So let's finish it off. I've already dug in. And let me tell you something. This thing is so good, honey. Oh, yes. Let me tell you something. Even with the protein not even being the best, you can't even taste the chocolate some protein. So imagine if you got a protein that you loved and this icing, and then the amount of time. Listen, it's soft. If you wanted it harder, you can leave it in a little longer. But you can eat this with some milk, not the whole thing, or some ice cream. As a matter of fact, I think. I'm gonna put some with ice cream later. So try this recipe. You're gonna love it and appreciate your skills in the kitchen. Till next time.